म्यूट करना तो म्यूट कर।
Assalamu alaikum बच्चों. Today we will start hepatitis B virus. As you know, we finished hepatitis A and hepatitis C viruses, and today we will start hepatitis B virus. And it is a very important virus. First of all, the important properties. Hepatitis B virus causes hepatitis B. Hepatitis B virus is the member of the Hep adenovirus family. It is an enveloped virion which with an icosahedral nucleocapsid core containing a partially double-stranded circular DNA genome. So, hepatitis B virus is responsible for causing hepatitis B infection, and hepatitis B virus is a member of the Hep adenovirus family, and it is envelope virus, and it contains a partially double-stranded circular DNA genome. ठीक है बेटा? It contains a partially double-stranded circular DNA genome. So इसका कुछ part DNA इसके genome का कुछ part DNA का बेटा missing होता है, ठीक है? It is an envelope virion and it is partially double-stranded circular DNA. This is the structure of the hepatitis B virus. The envelope contains a protein called the surface antigen, which is important for the lab diagnosis and the immunization. बेटा अगर आप इसके envelope पे देखेंगे, this is the hepatitis B surface antigen. Okay. Then comes the hepatitis B core antigen, which is present on the inner side, which is present on the nucleocapsid. This is the envelope. This is the nucleocapsid, and this is the core which contains the genome. And this is the DNA polymerase which is responsible for the transcription of the hepatitis B virus. और बेटा ये DNA polymerase जो है ये जो partially some उसका genome का कुछ part जो missing है उसको बनाता है, ठीक है? This DNA polymerase will fill the gap which is present in the genome of the hepatitis B virus. And this is hepatitis B E antigen, and this is actually released by the hepatitis B virus. So there are 3 antigens present on in the hepatitis B virus, which are hepatitis B surface antigen, which is very important because we diagnose hepatitis B virus on the basis of the hepatitis B surface antigen. जब हमने बेटा लैब में डायग्नोज करना होता है हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस को तो हम हेपेटाइटिस बी सरफेस एंटीजन को डिटेक्ट करते हैं, ठीक है? देन कम्स द हेपेटाइटिस बी कोर एंटीजन व्हिच इज प्रेजेंट इन द न्यूक्लियोकैप्सिड. देन कम्स द हेपेटाइटिस बी ई एंटीजन व्हिच इज रिस्पांसिबल फॉर द which shows the transmission and the transmissibility of the hepatitis B virus. So actually it shows the transmission कि कितनी transmission हो रही है because hepatitis B E antigen is released by the cell. Hepatitis B E antigen is released by the virion. तो जितनी ज़्यादा hepatitis B E antigen release होगा cell से it shows that the rate of transmission will be increased. So this is the envelope. मैंने जैसे आपको बताया बच्चों hepatitis B virus is an envelope virus. So hepatitis B virus, this is the envelope, and hepatitis B surface antigen which is present on the envelope of the hepatitis B virus is a very important antigen because we detect the hepatitis B virus on the basis of the hepatitis B surface antigen. Then comes the nucleocapsid. On the nucleocapsid, hepatitis B core antigen is present. And then comes the DNA polymerase which will form the incomplete part of the genome. And then the hepatitis B E antigen which is responsible for the transmission because it is released by the cell. और जितना ज़्यादा बेटा hepatitis E antigen release होगा cell से, it shows that the transmission rate is hepatitis B E antigen is directly proportional to the transmission rate. तो जितना ज़्यादा hepatitis B E antigen release होगा उतनी ज़्यादा transmission होगा, ठीक है? Within the core, there is a DNA-dependent DNA polymerase. The genome contains the 4 genes, 4 open leading frames that encodes the 5 proteins. So there are 4 genes that are present in the genome and that will encode the 5 proteins. The S gene encodes the surface antigen which is present on the envelope of the hepatitis B virus. C gene encodes the core antigen. E antigen. P gene encodes the polymerase. X gene encodes the X protein. The X protein is an activator of the viral DNA transcription. The DNA polymerase has both RNA dependent and DNA dependent activity. So this DNA polymerase has two types of activities, DNA, RNA dependent activity and DNA dependent activity. ये बेटा मैं आपको replication cycle में बता. In addition to the hepatitis B surface antigen, there are two very important antigens, the core antigen and the E antigen. As I told you in the diagram, there are 3 more very important antigens present on the surface: hepatitis B surface antigen, hepatitis B core antigen, hepatitis B E antigen. Yes, Bishama, do you have any question? You can write in the chat box. I will read. The core antigen, as the name implies, forms a nucleocapsid core of the virion, whereas the E antigen is secreted from the infected cells into the blood. As I told you, E antigen is released by the cells. E antigen is released by the infected cells. So when the E antigen is released in the large amounts, it shows that the transmission rate is increased. So the E antigen is a very important indicator of the transmissibility. As I told you, E antigen is responsible, or E antigen is the indicator of the transmission. Whereas the surface antigen is very important and we diagnose the hepatitis B on the basis of the surface antigen. ये देखिए HBsAg. This is actually the hepatitis B surface antigen. AG is the term used for the antigen and the S is used for the surface antigen. Just like this one, hepatitis B C AG. This is hepatitis B core antigen. Hepatitis B EAG. This is hepatitis B E antigen. So hepatitis B surface antigen is present on the envelope. It is we diagnose hepatitis B on the basis of the surface antigen. Number 2, hepatitis B core antigen, which is present in the forms the nucleocapsid and is present in the core. Then comes the hepatitis B E antigen, which shows the transmission because it is released by the infected cells. The specificity of the hepatitis B virus for the liver cells is based on the 2 properties: virus-specific receptors located on the hepatocyte cell membrane that facilitates the entry, and then the transcription factors that are found in the hepatocytes that enhance the viral messenger RNA synthesis. So, beta hepatitis, when a person is infected with hepatitis B virus, why hepatitis B virus will go to the liver cells and it infects the liver cells? Why it will not go to the other organs and it infects the other organs? So, hepatitis B virus सिर्फ liver cells को क्यों infect करता है? Because of the 2 properties. Actually, in the hepatocytes, there are virus-specific receptors present, and virus will go to the hepatocytes and will bind to those receptors. So, hepatocytes have the virus-specific receptors, and the virus will go to the hepatocytes and will attach itself to those receptors, and then it will enter the cell. As you know, in the replicative cycle of the viruses, first step is the attachment, then uncoating. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले अटैच करेगा वायरस जाके हेपेटोसाइट्स को, और लिवर सेल्स पे क्यों जाके इन्फेक्ट करता है? बिकॉज दे आर वायरस स्पेसिफिक रिसेप्टर्स प्रेजेंट, और किसी भी ऑर्गन में वायरस हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस स्पेसिफिक रिसेप्टर्स प्रेजेंट नहीं है, so it will go to the hepatocytes where the virus specific receptors are present. And number 2 is the transcription factors that are found in the hepatocytes that enhance the viral messenger RNA synthesis. तो सबसे पहले तो उसके specific receptors सिर्फ hepatocytes पे present है. Number 2, there are transcription factors that are found in the hepatocytes which enhance the messenger RNA synthesis of the hepatitis B virus. So ट्रांसक्रिप्शन भी बेटा, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन फैक्टर्स आर प्रेजेंट इन द हेपेटोसाइट्स जो फैसिलिटेट करते हैं मैसेंजर आरएनए सिंथेसिस को. So these are the very two important properties that show the specificity of the hepatitis B virus for the liver cells. And humans are the only natural host of the hepatitis B virus. There is no animal reservoir. Now comes the replicative cycle. As I told you, the genome of the hepatitis B virus is a incomplete genome, and it is a double-stranded DNA, and it is circular. So the genome of the hepatitis B virus is double-stranded circular genome, but it is partially incomplete. After the entry of the virion into the cell and its uncoating, the virion DNA polymerase synthesizes the missing portion of the DNA, and the double-stranded closed circular DNA is formed in the nucleus. आपको बेटा मैंने बताया था कि DNA polymerase is present in the virion. ठीक है? When after the entry of the virion into the cell and after the uncoating, first step is the DNA polymerase synthesizes the missing portion of the DNA. DNA सबसे पहले after the uncoating जो DNA polymerase जो है, it will synthesize a missing portion of the DNA. ठीक है? As I told you, the genome is double-stranded circular DNA, but it has it is partially incomplete. It has a missing portion. So first of all, after uncoating, the DNA polymerase will synthesize the missing portion of the circular DNA. This DNA serves as a template for the messenger RNA synthesis by the circular RNA polymerase. As you know, in the transcription, from the DNA, the messenger RNA will be synthesized. After the individual messenger RNAs are made, a full positive strand transcript is made, which is a template for the minus strand of the progeny DNA. First of all, missing portion will be made. Then messenger RNAs will be made from the DNA. And RNA और बेटा इस टाइप पे क्या होता है, मैसेंजर आरएनएस को सिंथेसाइज कराने में कौन सा एंजाइम रोल प्ले करता है, आरएनए पॉलीमरेज. और जीनोम के ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में कौन सा एंजाइम रोल प्ले करेगा, डीएनए पॉलीमरेज. ठीक है? डीएनए पॉलीमरेज विल फॉर्म द मिसिंग पोर्शन ऑफ द डीएनए, और ये सब कुछ आप लोग बेटा पढ़ चुके हो अपनी जेनेटिक्स में. ठीक है? एंड द आरएनए पॉलीमरेज विल synthesize the messenger RNAs from the DNA. जब RNA polymerase बेटा messenger RNAs बना देते हैं, then form the minus strand of the DNA. The minus strand of the progeny DNA will form, and this minus strand will serve as a template for the plus strand of the genomic DNA. तो सबसे पहले बेटा क्या है, एक सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड आरएनए बनता है which is the minus strand, and then the positive strand will be made, and this minus strand will serve as a template for the positive strand. And अब क्या हो गया बेटा, माइनस स्ट्रैंड भी है, पॉजिटिव स्ट्रैंड भी है, so this is a double stranded DNA which will be formed. This RNA dependent RNA synthesis takes place with then the new assembled virion 4 in the cytoplasm. ठीक है? अब मैं आपको डायग्राम में भी बेटा बताती हूँ. The RNA dependent DNA synthesis that produces the genome and the DNA dependent DNA synthesis that fills the missing portion of the DNA. देखिए बेटा वही बात है जो मैंने आपको बताया. RNA dependent RNA synthesis will synthesize the messenger RNAs, and the DNA dependent DNA synthesis will form the missing portion of the DNA. Soon after the infection of the next cell are carried out by the same enzyme. For example, the hepatitis B viral genome encodes only one polymerase. ठीक है? तो जो DNA polymerase है, मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया है, जो इसमें present है, which is present in the virion, it functions in both ways. It can function as the DNA dependent DNA polymerase and RNA dependent DNA polymerase as well. उसमें RNA polymerase की भी एक्टिविटी है और DNA polymerase की भी एक्टिविटी है. बिकॉज एक ही एंजाइम है जो कि इस विरियन में प्रेजेंट है, बट इट कैन फंक्शन बोथ वेज. So hepatinoviruses are the only viruses that produce genomic DNA by reverse transcription with messenger RNA as the template. So these hepatinoviruses are the only viruses that produces the DNA by the reverse transcription. Reverse transcription में बेटा क्या होता है, messenger RNA से या RNA से DNA बनता है, ठीक है. हमेशा होता क्या है, DNA will be made from the RNAs, RNAs will be made from the DNA. सबसे पहले वैसे नॉर्मल ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में क्या होता है बेटा, DNA से RNA बनता है ना, लेकिन इन द रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन the DNA will be made from the RNA. आपको ये बात क्लियर हुई है बच्चों? डू यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन? देखो नॉर्मली ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में क्या हो रहा है, when there is genomic DNA, the RNAs will be made from the DNA. But in the reverse transcription, the process is reversed. From the RNA, the DNA genome will be synthesized. Okay? And hepatinoviruses are the only viruses that produce genomic DNA by reverse transcription. अब आप कहोगे कैसे, ये DNA से तो पहले मैसेंजर RNA बना. अब मैं आपको बताती हूँ. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो ट्रांसक्रिप्शन का पहला स्टेप था ना, उसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ DNA पॉलीमरेज ने अपना सर्कुलर DNA का मिसिंग पोर्शन बनाया, ठीक है. देन फ्रॉम दिस DNA मैसेंजर RNAs विल बी सिंथेसाइज्ड. अब इस टाइम पे कौन सा एंजाइम ने रोल प्ले किया, RNA पॉलीमरेज. अब बेटा अब क्या है, हमारे पास मैसेंजर RNAs है, ठीक है. मैंने आपको बताया कि इन RNA से क्या बनेगा, सबसे पहले माइनस स्ट्रैंड बनेगा DNA का एंड देन द पॉजिटिव स्ट्रैंड विल बी मेड, ठीक है. तो ये वाला जो पार्ट है जिससे मैसेंजर RNA से DNA बन रहा है, दिस इज द रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन इन व्हिच द DNA विल बी फॉर्म्ड फ्रॉम द RNAs, ठीक है. एंड hepatinoviruses are the only viruses that produce genomic DNA by reverse transcription with messenger RNA as the template, ठीक है. मैसेंजर RNA को टेम्पलेट के तौर पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ hepatinoviruses ही यूज करते हैं, ठीक है. This type of RNA dependent DNA synthesis is similar to but different from the process in the retroviruses. Retroviruses में बेटा बिल्कुल इसी तरह होता है कि रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन होती है जिसमें RNA से DNA बनता है. But from the messenger RNA, the genomic DNA is synthesized only in the hepatinoviruses. Some of the progeny DNA integrates into the host cell genome. Integrate का मतलब क्या होता है? Integration, as I told you, for when the viral DNA will integrate itself into the genome of the host cell. ये genome है ना अगर host cell का, तो viral DNA आके उसके साथ attach हो जाएगा और उसके अंदर integrate हो जाएगा. Some of the progeny DNA integrate into the host cell genome, and this seems likely to be that the DNA maintains the carrier state. इसकी इंटीग्रेशन की वजह से हम ये कहते हैं कि इसकी कैरियर स्टेट जो है वो होती है, it maintains its carrier state. That's why the chronic infection is there in the hepatitis B virus and in the hepatitis C virus. Progeny hepatitis B virus with its hepatitis B surface antigen containing the envelope is released from the cell by budding through the cell membrane. So finally the progeny viruses will be released from the cell by the budding. So this is the viral entry. First of all, it will attach to the receptors. And as I told you, there are virus-specific receptors present on the hepatocytes. So it will attach to the receptors. Then it gains entry into the cell, and then this step is uncoating. And after the uncoating, the transcription will start, in which the DNA polymerase will form the missing part of the circular DNA. ये देखिए अगर आप missing part है इसमें, अब इससे क्या बनेगा बेटा, इसका missing part कौन fill कर देगा? DNA polymerase. Then comes the translation, in which the messenger RNAs will be formed, and after the messenger RNAs, जो एक step बेटा इस virus के साथ के लिए specific है, वो ये है कि सबसे पहले इसका envelope बनता है. और उसके बाद इस एनवेलप के अंदर जो है, हम तो वैसे देखते हैं ना कि असेंबली तो बाद में होती है, ठीक है, लेकिन इसमें क्या है कि न्यूक्लिक एसिड और कोर जो है वो पहले बन जाए, एनवेलप नहीं बेटा सॉरी, न्यूक्लिक एसिड और कोर जो है वो पहले बन जाता है, because in the translation the core proteins are made. Messenger RNAs को बेटा आपको पता है ना कि जो messenger RNAs are translated into the capsid proteins or the non capsid proteins, ठीक है, तो बेटा यहाँ जब डीएनए से मैसेंजर आरएनएस बने ना, उनमें से कैप्सिड और नॉन कैप्सिड प्रोटीन्स बन गई। अब इस टाइम पे क्या होगा, सबसे पहले क्या है उसका न्यूक्लिक एसिड बन जाएगा। अब इस न्यूक्लिक एसिड के अंदर जो मैसेंजर आरएनएस है उनसे बनेगा माइनस स्ट्रैंड भी और पॉजिटिव स्ट्रैंड, ठीक है। तो दिस process will takes place in the capsid, in the nucleocapsid। लेकिन हमेशा होता क्या है कि पहले जीनोम बनता है और उसके बाद उसका कैप्सिड बनता है और जाते हुए एनवेलप बनता है, ऐसे ही होता है ना न्यूक्रोजेनी वायरसेस में। बट इन द हेपेटिना वायरसेस व्हेन द डीएनए the circular DNA is completed, the messenger RNAs will be made by the RNA polymerase, and these messenger RNAs will form the template, will form the minus strand, and the minus strand will serve as the template for the positive strand, and at the same time the nucleocapsid will be formed, and in the nucleocapsid the minus strand and the positive strand will be made. सबसे पहले messenger RNAs ने कैप्सिड प्रोटीन्स बना दी, तो वो कैप्सिड बन गया, उसका कोर बन गया, ठीक है। ये देखिए अगर आप, दिस ब्लू इज द कोर और द न्यूक्लियर कैप्सिड। अब इस कोर के अंदर जो है ना, ये देखें अगर आप, तो माइनस स्ट्रैंड डीएनए सिंथेसिस हो रही है, एंड देन दिस माइनस स्ट्रैंड विल सर्व एज द दिस माइनस स्ट्रैंड विल सर्व एज द टेम्पलेट फॉर द पॉजिटिव स्ट्रैंड। अब ये फिर पॉजिटिव स्ट्रैंड बना, ठीक है, लेकिन सबसे पहले न्यूक्लियर कैप्सिड बना फ्रॉम द मैसेंजर आरएनएस दैट आर मेड। तो अब इस टाइम क्या प्रेजेंट है, डबल स्ट्रैंडेड, इनकम्प्लीट डबल स्ट्रैंडेड डीएनए। अब जाते हुए बेटा एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम का कुछ पार्ट जो है वो सेल मेम्ब्रेन का ले जाएंगे और बना लेंगे अपना एनवेलप, एंड देन दे आर रिलीज बाय द बडिंग फ्रॉम सेल। यहां तक बच्चों आपको कोई क्वेश्चन है, यू कैन आस्क। यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन रिगार्डिंग द हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस? काइंडली प्लीज बेटा आज मुझे जरूर रिस्पॉन्स दो, बिकॉज हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। Do you have any questions till now? So we can move forward. यहाँ तक कोई क्वेश्चन है बेटा आप मुझसे पूछो, then we will move forward. बेटा forget about your attendance. I am asking something. Do you have any question? Why only Mariam you are responding? Where is the whole class? I can unmute any one of you and will ask the questions. Okay, tell me about the genome of the hepatitis B virus. Tell me about the genome of the hepatitis B virus. Aisha, Arshad, kindly let me know about the genome of the hepatitis B virus. Circular DNA. Double stranded, single stranded. Double stranded circular DNA. Is it complete or incomplete? Incomplete. Partial incomplete. Okay. How many antigens are present on the hepatitis B virus? Muhammad Shoaib, kindly let me know how many antigens are present on the hepatitis B virus. Muhammad Shoaib, roll number 22061. I'm asking from you. And let me know about the virus, the antigens. Shoaib बेटा मुझे बताओ कौन कौन से antigens present है? Kindly let me know बच्चों. Shoaib, I'm asking from you. बेटा मैंने आपको इस लेक्चर के स्टार्ट में ही बोला था कि आप लोगों ने ये बहुत ध्यान से सुना है, हेपेटाइटिस बी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। Okay. Hepatitis B surface antigen is present in which part of the hepatitis B virus? Hepatitis B surface antigen is present on which part of the hepatitis B virus? Envelope. Very good. Hepatitis B core antigen is present on where the hepatitis B core antigen is present? Core antigen is present in the nucleocapsid. And where is the and what is the significance of the hepatitis E? Hepatitis B E antigen. What is the significance of hepatitis B E antigen? Very good. So we will move forward. First of all, the modes of transmission. There are three modes of transmission that are blood during sexual intercourse, perinatally from the mother to the newborn. So that actually the three main modes of transmission: by the blood, by the sexual intercourse, or by or the vertical transmission from the mother to the fetus. It is mainly transmitted through the blood and the body secretion. First of all, there is vertical transmission from the mother to the fetus and the neonates that acquires infection during the that acquires infection from the mother will be the chronic carriers, and the chances of the chronic carriage is very much in the neonates that acquire the infection from the mother. तो बेटा न्यूनेट्स में जब हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस इन्फेक्शन होता है तो उसमें क्रॉनिक इन्फेक्शन के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं. देयर आर वेरी इंक्रीज चांसेस ऑफ देयर आर वेरी हाई चांसेस ऑफ द रिस्क ऑफ द हेपेटाइटिस हेपेटोसेलुलर कार्सिनोमा. तो सबसे ज्यादा क्रॉनिक कैरियज किस में होती है? न्यूनेट्स में. Then it is transmitted by the blood transfusions, by the needle stick injuries, by the razors, by the nail cutters, by the toothbrushes even, and by the sexual transmission, by the tattooing, and then these comes under the horizontal transmission. So it is mainly transmitted by the blood and the body secretion. और बच्चों एक बात याद रखना है कि जब नीडल स्टिक इंजरीज होती है ना, नीडल स्टिक इंजरीज मोस्टली किन में होती हैं? हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स में होती है. ठीक है. तो अगर जिस इन्फेक्टेड पर्सन को सिरिंज यूज हुई भी होती है, अगर उसके अंदर हेपेटाइटिस बी सर्फेस एंटीजन प्रेजेंट है, then the rate of transmission is 6%. And if there is hepatitis B E antigen is present in the infected individual, then the rate of transmission is 30%. ठीक है. Up to 90% of the infants infected at birth by the hepatitis B surface antigen positive mothers develop chronic hepatitis B viral infections. As I told you, neonates में chronic infections बहुत ज़्यादा होती हैं. There are 90% of the chances of the chronic carriage. Then 75% of the chronic hepatitis B cases are in the foreign-born US citizens. Of these citizens, 58% migrated from the countries like Asia. And up to 30% infection risk for the medical personnel and by the sharp needle stick injury. Once someone is exposed to the hepatitis B virus and remains unprotected, hepatitis B virus may take hold and develop into potentially deadly chronic liver disease. तो बेटा कभी भी एक्सपोज हुए हैं अगर आप हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस इन्फेक्टेड इंडिविजुअल से, तो आपको प्रोटेक्शन लेनी चाहिए. वैक्सीन शुड बी यूज्ड एंड इंटरफेरॉन थेरेपी मस्ट बी यूज्ड because hepatitis B virus otherwise will remain in your hepatocytes and will develop into the potentially deadly chronic liver disease. The observation that the needle stick injuries can transmit the virus indicates that only very small amounts of blood are necessary. मैंने तो आपको बोला बेटा कि बहुत small amount जो है ना blood का, it is enough for causing the infection. And in the needle stick injury, if the infected person has the hepatitis B surface antigen, the rate of transmission is 6%. And if the infected individual has the hepatitis B E antigen, then the rate of transmission is 30%. Hepatitis B virus infection is especially prevalent in the addicts who use intravenous drugs. Intravenous drug abusers have very high risk of hepatitis B viral infection, and the screening of the blood for the presence of the hepatitis B surface antigen has greatly decreased the number of the blood transfusion, number of the transfusion associated cases of the hepatitis B. As you know that before the blood transfusions, we actually screen the patient, screen the donor for the hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, and HIV. So these screening actually reduce the transfusion associated cases of the hepatitis B virus. However, because blood transfusion is a modern procedure, there must be another natural route of transmission, which is actually the vertical transmission and the sexual transmission. It is likely that the sexual transmission and the transmission from the mother to child during the birth or the breastfeeding are the natural routes. So the natural routes are sexual transmission and the vertical transmission. And the horizontal transmission is the blood transfusions, the needle stick injuries from the razors, from the toothbrushes, from the nail cutters, and intravenous drug abusers, and from the tattooing, from the ear piercing. These are the horizontal routes. Hepatitis B is found worldwide, but it is particularly prevalent in Asia. It is found worldwide, but particularly prevalent in Asia, and it is mostly present in the developing countries. Globally, more than 300 million people are chronically infected with hepatitis B virus, and about 70% of them are Asians. So this shows that it is very prevalent in Asia. There is very high incidence of hepatocellular carcinoma or hepatoma in many Asian countries. मैंने आपको बेटा पहले भी बताया था जब हमने हेपेटाइटिस सी वायरस पढ़ा कि there is increased chances of hepatocellular carcinoma and hepatitis B virus and hepatitis C viral infections, because hepatitis B viral infections and hepatitis C viral infections actually has the chronic state, and in the chronic state actually there is continuously these viruses are continuously damaging the hepatocytes, and as you know that the liver has the ability to regenerate, so there is continuously regeneration process takes place. And as you know कि neoplasm actually होता क्या है, it is actually the uncontrolled growth. So when there is continuous damage and continuous regeneration, then this increases the chances for the carcinoma. Immunization against the hepatitis B virus in the Taiwan has significantly reduced the incidence of hepatoma in children. It appears that the hepatitis B vaccine is the first vaccine to prevent a human cancer. Actually, hepatitis B vaccine is protective against the hepatitis B viral infection, and hepatitis B virus is responsible, has the chronic state, and there are increased chances of hepatocellular carcinoma. So this vaccine actually decreases the chances of the hepatocellular carcinoma, and this vaccine is presumed to be the first human vaccine to prevent the human cancer. Pathogenesis and immunity. The pathogenesis is same as that of the hepatitis C virus. Actually, the damage is mostly due to the cytotoxic T cells. After entering the blood, the virus infects the hepatocytes, and viral antigens are displayed on the surfaces of the cell. Cytotoxic T cells mediate an immune attack against the viral antigens, and inflammation and necrosis occur. First of all, when the hepatocytes are infected, जब hepatocytes infect हो जाते हैं, the viral antigens are displayed on the surface of the hepatocytes. So the viral antigens are displayed on the surface of hepatocytes or the surface of the infected cells. अब जब hepatocytes infect हुए, the viral antigens are displayed on the surface of the hepatocytes. अब हमारे cytotoxic T cells क्या करेंगे? They will mediate an immune attack. They will attack those hepatocytes, and actually they will kill those hepatocytes on which the surface and the antigens are displayed. So there will be hepatocyte damage. immune attack against the viral antigens on the infected hepatocytes is mediated by the cytotoxic T cells. मैंने आपको बताया कि hepatocytes में जब enter हो जाएंगे viruses, they will actually display the viral antigens will be displayed on the surface of the hepatocyte. And when the toxic cytotoxic T cells mediate an immune response, they will actually kill those hepatocytes. The pathogenesis of the hepatitis B is probably the result of this cell-mediated immune injury, because hepatitis B virus itself doesn't cause a cytopathic effect. आपको बेटा जैसे मैंने पहले भी बताया था हेपेटाइटिस बी और हेपेटाइटिस सी itself जो है they will not cause a cytopathic effect, they will not have a cytopathic effect, itself kill नहीं करते. This hepatitis B virus and hepatitis C virus will not kill the hepatocytes themselves. Actually, when they infect the hepatocytes, the viral and surface the antigens will be displayed on the hepatocytes. Unfortunately, जो viral antigens हैं वो hepatocytes के ऊपर display हो जाते हैं. When these viral antigens will be displayed on the infected hepatocytes, तो हमारे cytotoxic T cells क्या करते हैं, वो virus को kill नहीं करते, जो कि उसके अंदर present है hepatocytes के, वो hepatocytes को ही kill कर देते हैं because of the viral antigen that is displayed on the hepatocytes. So the the hepatocellular damage is actually due to the cytotoxic T cells. Antigen antibody complexes cause some of the early symptoms like arthralgia, arthritis, and urticaria, and some of the complications in the chronic hepatitis. Okay, bachcho, we will complete this in the next lecture. I hope you understand all this. Thank you. Bye.